Hi. Happy Tuesday. I kind of think I should be talking about sin. I just had a comment on one of my videos asking about sin, and basically they were asking if I keep doing the same sin and repenting, but I still keep doing it, is it even worth repenting? Like, is it even worth asking for forgiveness for if I keep on doing this sin? And my response to that was basically like, yes, it's still worth repenting. Like, yes, it's still worth asking for forgiveness, because I struggled with one particular sin my whole life, and it was only God who set me free from it. And I knew that I could not stop doing this sin without God. I knew that I couldn't. I knew it was something that in my own strength I could not stop doing. And since I've given my life to Jesus now, and he has set me free from this sin, and even though like it is still a struggle sometimes, because this is the nature of who we are as human beings in this earth, we still sin. It isn't what it used to be, and it is something that is a continuous choice between choosing God and knowing who God is and how much freedom there is, and wanting to be obedient to God and not wanting to disrespect God, because he's a king, and we should have a sense of respect towards God and towards him. Like the Bible talks about fearing the Lord, and that's something I only recently started to comprehend, was the fear of the Lord. It's such a respecting, because he's a king and he has these orders, and we should respect him, to not want to disobey him and to do things that aren't pleasing to the Lord. I talked about how me growing closer to God set me free from that sin, because with sinning, and if it's a sin that you're constantly struggling with, and that's a constant cycle of asking for forgiveness or repenting and then doing it again, it's a constant struggle and a constant thing of shame and guilt, and it's really hard to go through, and it's not easy. So I just something that helped me that I want to talk about is, after doing the same sin, I wouldn't let myself dwell in it. I would not let the devil have any sort of hold on me and my thoughts. I would literally like sin and then be like, God, I'm so sorry, please forgive me, and then go right to God. I would not dwell in my shame and guilt. I would not let myself feel ashamed or let myself feel down about sinning. I would just ask for forgiveness, know that I'm forgiven, because that's biblical. I know the truth. If we ask for forgiveness, I'm forgiven. So I knew I was forgiven, and I'd run right to God. I'd talk to him, I'd pray to him, I'd put on a worship song, worship him, give him praise, because he deserves that praise. And just spend time with him, read the word, watch a sermon, talk to God, even just laying in my bed, just being in silence, knowing that God has me, knowing that I'm loved by him. And through doing that over and over again, it really helped, and it really made me sin less and less, and then eventually set me free from that sin. And like I said, there is time to time where it is a struggle and it is a choice, and sometimes you lead away from that choice because you're kind of cold and you're confused, and we go back to what's comfortable. But then again, you just gotta keep pursuing God, keep pressing on to God, because he's right here, and we can't let the enemy have any sort of hold on us because of the sin, because he knows how to get to us. He knows what bothers us, and we just can't let him get to us. So yeah, that's what helped me a lot, and what is still helping me is, after every time I sin, don't dwell on it, and I know it's easier said than done, but don't be like, oh, why'd I do this? Like, I feel so ashamed, I feel so guilty. Okay, realize, like, yes, what you did was wrong. Be like, God, I'm so sorry, and just turn to him. Let the the disappointment and the discouragement and the sense of needing God pull you closer to Him. Allow yourself, I guess, even to just, like you're feeling down after sin. We're feeling down after we sin. So turn to God. Know that God is the only one who can pick us up. Yeah. I really hope this is making sense, but I am a sinner. We are sinners by human nature in this earth. It's gonna happen. God knows that, but He sees your perseverance. He sees your heart. I think there's a verse where it talks about God knowing your heart. Like He sees you trying to stop this sin. He sees you and how hard you're pushing towards Him and wanting that relationship with Him, wanting to stop this sin. He sees that and He loves you, and He just is here for you, and He knows that it's hard, and He's here. So run to Him no matter how hard it is. Just run to Him. He sees you. He loves you. You are forgiven. Ask for forgiveness and you are forgiven. He's going to take that shame from you. He's going to take that guilt and lay it at the cross. He's got you. He's got you. He's got you. He's got you. He loves you so much, and you're not alone with whatever it is you're going through. I can promise you right now, you're not alone. You're not alone. Even if talking to another Christian mentor in your life helps, I urge you to be open with them and confess your sins to them, and they can help you and pray for you. But yeah, just turn to God. Don't dwell in your shame and guilt. Turn to Him immediately. Spend time with Him. Grow closer to Him. And I promise you, He will set you free from this sin. He will help you and guide you along the way. It's by His strength, not our own. Yeah. I just encourage you to do that, because I promise you it'll help. I promise you, and He wants to help. He wants to help you and guide you. He's here to help you. He's here to give you strength. He loves you so much. Yeah. He loves you a lot. He's got you. Okay? He's got you. He'll never leave you nor forsake you no matter what. Okay? You're so loved. Have a wonderful day. Please put this into practice. I promise it'll help. Yeah. See you tomorrow.